The Marvel Cinematic Universe has grossed over $22 billion globally, making it the most profitable film series ever. They are making headlines with the popularity of Avengers Endgame and the latest Spider-Man No Way Home, both of which have set the stage for something larger, and they continue to surprise their fans with each film. With that in perspective, here are the top Marvel movies set to release in 2022 as part of Marvel's Phase 4. First up, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. It's planned to address the idea of the multiverse inside the MCU, as the title suggests, something that hasn't been done extensively before. It's going to be a crazy voyage for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. While there seems to be a lot of mystery surrounding the entire movie, including the official narrative, cast, and more, Spider-Man No Way Home's post-credits sequence gave fans their first glimpse at what's to come. Sam Raimi's Doctor Strange? If you like Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man movies, then you'll love the next Doctor Strange movie. The coming blockbuster will be directed by Sam Raimi, who is best known for directing the Spider-Man trilogy. It's a natural pairing, given how the latest MCU films have been tying together numerous Marvel adaptations over the years. Let's take a look into the cast. Benedict Cumberbatch will resume his portrayal of Stephen Strange, with Benedict Wong, Rachel McAdams, and Elizabeth Olsen as Wong, Dr. Christine Palmer, and Wanda. Chiwetel Ejiofor returns as Strange's mentor turned enemy, Carl Mordo, while Xochitl Gomez makes her debut as America Chavez, according to the latest teaser. Given how closely the plot arcs overlap with Loki Season 1, there have been whispers that Tom Hiddleston, Owen Wilson, and Sophia DiMartino will feature in the film, but Marvel has yet to confirm anything. Now, let's take a look at the plot. The main thing we can be sure of about Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness right now is that it will continue Dr. Stephen Strange's investigation into the Time Stone. Additionally, the teaser trailer gives us a few more hints of what is to come. The teaser trailer features Doctor Strange confronting his dark variation, Strange Supreme, who made an appearance in Disney's What If series. Is it possible that the villain in Doctor Strange 2 is Strange Supreme? It's all speculation for now, but anything's possible. The film will be released on May 6th, 2022 in theaters. Next up, we have Thor: Love and Thunder. Nerds who follow Marvel comic lore are huge fans of Thor and are always looking for new ways to learn more about the God of Thunder. Kevin Feige, fortunately for them, obliged. At the Marvel Cinematic Universe panel at San Diego Comic-Con in 2019, we officially got to know more about the fourth Thor movie. One thing seemed evident amid a flood of fresh announcements: Thor 4 is going to knock our socks off. We got our first glimpse of the outfits supported by the film's primary protagonists. The Twitter handle Love Thunder News posted an image of a t-shirt from the production closing event, which reveals updated renditions of Thor and Valkyrie's suit, and also an early glance at Jane's Lady Thor armor. Thor appears to have returned to his Infinity War outfit, with the exception of his long hair and lack of sleeves. Could we see Lady Thor from the comics? We know that the movie will be inspired by writer Jason Aaron's Marvel Comics, and that Jane Foster will play Lady Thor in a pivotal role. In the comics, Jane Foster was diagnosed with cancer, and her cancer treatments were rendered ineffective every time she used Mjolnir to morph into Thor. Therefore, becoming a superhero was actually killing her. In an interview with Fatherly, Natalie Portman seemed to verify this narrative as being in the movie. What can we expect for the cast? Thor's upcoming movie seems promising, as he's the only person in the MCU to have a fourth film featuring him. Chris Hemsworth will return as Thor, and he'll be accompanied by Tessa Thompson as Valkyrie, as well as characters we haven't seen in a while, such as Natalie Portman as Jane Foster and Jamie Alexander as Lady Sif. Thor's interstellar adventures will also include the Guardians of the Galaxy. Vin Diesel, who plays Groot, hinted that Guardians of the Galaxy would appear in Love and Thunder in March 2020. Variety's report confirmed Diesel's hint because Chris Pratt, who plays Star-Lord, was apparently seen heading to Australia to shoot scenes for the movie. But how important will his involvement be? We'll have to wait and see. Now we have the plot. Taika Waititi is directing the latest film about the Norse god of thunder, Thor Ragnarok, which received extremely excellent reviews. He'll oversee the project and collaborate with Jennifer Kyton Robinson on the screenplay. We don't have many specifics about the film yet, but it's likely going to follow up on Thor's decision to leave Valkyrie in command of New Asgard, as we saw towards the end of Avengers Endgame. We learned in Avengers Endgame that she accepted the position of King of Asgard as the ruler of the remaining Asgardian civilization on Earth, which could offer some interesting content. Will Thor be remorseful about bestowing the throne on her, or will he be unwavering in his support for his new king? We also know that Thor Thor will face a new adversary dubbed Gorr the God-Butcher, who will be portrayed by Christian Bale. And with a title like that, fans are already anticipating his arrival. Thor: Love and Thunder is expected to premiere on July 8th, 2022. Next on our list is Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. After a prolonged battle with colon cancer, Black Panther actor Chadwick Bosman died in 2020, leaving fans in despair and speculating how the Black Panther story would move forward. According to director Ryan Coogler, T'Challa will not be recast, leaving fans to guess about the narrative of the film. Details on the movie, just like the other two films scheduled for release in 2022, are limited, but a little bit more so. Will there be a new Black Panther? In response to the obvious question, Kevin Feige stated that T'Challa will not be replaced in Black Panther 2. Some even speculated that Marvel Studios might cancel the film entirely, but the studio chief, Kevin Feige, swiftly stated that the film would go forward. Further discussions revealed that the focus will be shifted away from T'Challa and onto another character. Feige stated at Disney Investor Day 2020 that Boseman's portrayal of T'Challa, the Black Panther, is legendary and surpasses any previous renditions of comic book characters in the MCU. As a result, the producers have opted against recasting the character. Now we have the cast. Though we may assume Marvel will concentrate the screenplay around a new star, we don't know who will be in charge of the narrative just yet, but some predict that perhaps the Black Panther follow-up will focus on T'Challa's sister, Shuri, while others suggest that the story will revolve around a whole new character. Actors including Letitia Wright, Winston Duke, Danai Gurira, Daniel Kaluuya, and Lupita Nyong'o will reprise their roles as Shuri, M'Baku, Okoye, W'Kabi, and Nakia. Variety announced in late July that Michaela Cole has joined the group. We don't know who she'll be playing, and Marvel Studios declined to comment to Variety on the casting. A new villain, Tenoch Huerta, has also been cast, fueling suspicion that the film's chief antagonist may be Namor, an Atlantean human hybrid who has a long-running conflict with T'Challa in the comics. Dominique Thorne has also been cast as Ironheart, a 15-year-old girl called Riri Williams, who wears an Iron Man-style costume. Now, let's take a look at the plot. It's anyone's guess at this point. As previously said, the film may concentrate on Shuri, a tech genius. In a similar development, Coogler is developing a Wakanda-themed TV series for Disney+. Despite the fact that they are separate projects, we should anticipate the plotlines to cross in some fashion. But don't worry, we'll undoubtedly learn more as the project progresses into production. Black Panther: Wakanda Forever has a scheduled release date of November 11th, 2022. Lastly, we have Morbius. On Tuesday, November 2nd, 2021, a new teaser for Morbius was unveiled, offering fans a better look at the superhero film ahead of its premiere. The movie features Jared Leto's central character as he gains strength and begins to feel compelled to hurt people and drain their blood. Morbius is a Sony Pictures film that was co-produced with Marvel Studios and has connections with the Marvel Cinematic Universe. How does Morbius fit into the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Dr. Michael Morbius, popularly known as Morbius the Living Vampire, is a major figure in Marvel Comics and a rival of Spider-Man. Morbius's cinematic voyage appears to be following its source material, since he is shown briefly chatting with Adrian Toomes, aka Vulture from Spider-Man, played by Michael Keaton, in the trailer. When Vulture tells Morbius that maybe they should stay in touch, he looks to be being dragged away by the police, implying that the character may run into Tom Holland's Spider-Man in the future. Morbius is now officially a part of the Spider-Man universe, and the teaser included Morbius reading J. Jonah Jameson's Daily Bugle, which is yet another nod to Spider-Man Far From Home's events. Morbius, like Venom before it, is supposed to be a standalone film centered exclusively on its primary character. But who knows? Just as we saw Daredevil and Venom in Far From Home, we may see him in at least one of the Marvel movies in the future. The film is scheduled to hit theaters on April 1st, 2022. Thanks for sticking around till the end of the video. See you next time.